What I got in that pot? Rocket stove. Well, I'm about to fire up this rocket stove made by Patriot Metalworks and Smokers, and I need to fire it up because it's cold out here. 29 degrees out here right now. 28, that's pretty cold for Louisiana. Anyway, it's made over in Mississippi. That's what that means. I don't know if you can see that right there because the way light shining is Etu in Mississippi. Made in Mississippi. My cousin Dale made it. He speaks Spanish too. Got a big blue barbecue right there for me. And you put pots on here. The other day I asked him about a pot holder. Got home, I was a little embarrassed because he said, you put it right on the grill grate. And I was worried about, heavy pots warping that grill grate. Look at this, y'all. He's got it reinforced. I didn't realize that the other day when I was talking to him. He's got it reinforced so it'll hold big, heavy pots. And that's just what we're gonna do. Make a pot of rice, and we'll put a skillet on there, and I'm gonna make some tomato gravy. But the first thing I gotta do is I'm gonna rub it down with some oil. I got some corn and canola mix. It's been sitting in my cabinet. I don't really use that a whole lot, and figured it'd be good for seasoning this thing up. He's already fired it once, and I think he's got a coat of seasoning on it. All the industrial oils and stuff have been burned off of it. But anyway, here's my air damper right down there. Fuel goes in here. I'm gonna just be using yard waste from a recent storm off those oak trees right there. And right back here, ash collection disposal, and the fire is right. So anyway, can't wait to fire up the rocket stove. Gonna fire it up, and I'm not gonna make you watch me oil it down, but I'll let you watch me fire it up for the first time. And that's that paper towel that'll wipe this all down with that corn and canola oil mix. And I got it all, wiped down pretty good. Anyway, that's gonna be what I use to start the fire. And I'm gonna just start it off with some twigs and stuff before I put the yard waste down there. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up and I'll show you when we light it. I don't know if you can see down there in that fuel chute, but I got a little bed of twigs down there for kindling and a few little sticks, I guess I'd call it, before I start putting in the bigger limbs to really fuel the stove. We're gonna go ahead and get it lit. I don't know what my Zippo is. We're gonna start with this corn oil on that paper towel that wiped all this down to season it. It's doing good. Shut it up in there. Let this thing get to roaring. Almost immediately, you can see it's drafting smoke out of there. So it's gonna start going pretty soon. Smoke should not be coming out of here, but it won't once it starts getting warm and going up the top of the flue there, which is actually your heat source. Well, I'm talking that just took a few minutes to get fired up. Those twigs are beginning to burn. You can look down there, and we're starting to get a pretty good fire. It's not warmed up yet because it's 28 degrees out here, but it won't be too long and I'll be cooking. Already starting to hear it roar, and just as you watch me video this now, you can start to see that. See, it's starting to burn pretty good down there. You can already see it start to roar a little bit. So that's real easy to light. It hadn't been but just a few minutes since I lit it. I've got a roaring hot fire in this rocket stove here. And I'm telling you what, that's already hot, and it's not gonna be long, and we're cooking.